Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, with everything that is going on and we as educators are feeling or some type of way, we're in our feelings or whatever, I just thought, and someone else also asked me to create a video geared towards encouraging teachers during this pandemic. So I have some tips for you in this video, but before I get started, let's do the usual. Please like, comment, subscribe, and also leave me a comment about any of these tips that I left you, what you thought was important, what you're going to try down below, please. All right, so let's get started. So the first tip I have for you, and yes, I did write them down because I really didn't want to leave anything out. Up under each tip that I have some bullets, so I want to make sure that I share those with you. All right, guys, so let's get ready. So the first tip is to rely heavily during this time on your faith. The only way that we're going to get through this is to depend heavily on your faith through these tough times. Now, I'm not sure what that looks like for you. You know what it looks like. I don't have to go into specific details about different religions and how relying on your faith looks to you. But for me, it looks as though God is in control and he knows exactly what he is doing. I have to remember to have faith over fear. So don't fear anything except for him, but just have faith that everything is going to work out in a timely manner and work out for your good. Continue to pray, meditate, do it daily. Sometimes you have to do it throughout the day. You know, if something has really gotten on your nerve and you're on edge about something, then you have to pray a little bit more than usual. If you're a yoga person, make sure that you're doing your yoga. Make sure you're staying in that fresh, godly mindset where God is first in your life. Tune into your church services more often. Maybe there is a Tuesday night Bible study. Maybe there is a Wednesday night prayer meeting. Your services are on Sunday. So every opportunity you have to tune into your church services, or if you're not a member of a church, tune into some other church services. There are lots of services that are happening on Zoom calls, on Facebook. So do that a little bit more than you normally would do unless you were doing it every time the church doors were open. But make sure you tune into those services because they're uplifting. Say, for instance, if you listen to an inspiring, uplifting message on Sunday, that message can take you to maybe about Wednesday. Maybe Wednesday when you get to Bible study or prayer meeting or whatever, that message there will take you just a little further until Sunday maybe. So make sure that you're doing that. That's very important. Remember, you cannot worry and pray. If you're going to worry, then don't pray. But if you're going to pray, try not to worry at all. Maybe you want to write down your prayers and put them in a little box or container, little safekeeping. And when it's answered, put it in a different container. So it's very important during this time that you increase your prayer life. There's a lot more I could say about relying on your faith heavily. Stay till the end of this video and I'm going to share 3 little short prayers with you that you can pray daily. Okay? All right, so tip number 2, guys, would be start each day in a positive mindset. Their prayer life that I mentioned in tip number 1 is the beginning of that positive mindset. In order to start your day in a positive mindset, it really needs to start last night. So do some things at night, the night before, to prepare you for today. Some things that you could do is maybe decide and prepare your lunch if you're going to school in a building. You may want to meal prep for the week. You may want to write out your menu for the week. Do those things in advance because that'll help to start your day in a positive way. Get up early, have your own personal quiet time. If you have a husband and kids, you may want to get up before all of them so you could have some time to yourself. Maybe you can journal, you could pray, you could read some scriptures, you could read a book, enjoy your coffee. You know, while you're doing those things, you can continue to exercise, you know, stretch, do your yoga. So start your day in a positive way. If you don't have a positive routine, leave me a comment down below and maybe I could do a video on how to start your day in a positive or with a positive mindset. Number 3 is to remain positive and to be around positive people. If you are praying and asking God to lead and guide you, the last thing you need to do is be around someone that is not positive, that's going to dampen your spirit, that's going to bring you down. So do not hang around anyone that is negative. Be a balcony person, and don't let them feed negativity into your spirit. And if you're not a positive person, if you're used to being one of those negative people, then you need to work on being positive, and don't go around anyone with anything that's negative and anything that's going to bring their spirit down. Work on being more positive. Fake it till you make it. Pretend like you're just the most positive person that you know. And then before long, if you are faking it till you make it, then yes, you will be a very positive person, and you will want only positivity fed into you, which in turn means you will be given positive vibes. All right, so that was tip number 3, guys. So number 4 is self-care. Make time for yourself as often as you possibly can, especially during the era of COVID-19. If that looks like maybe going on Amazon and ordering a manicure set or a file or something so you can give yourself a pedicure, a manicure, then do that. If that looks like going on Amazon and getting you some bath bombs, some bath beads, so you can take a long hot shower, then do that. If that looks like you're putting on some smooth jazz music and just kind of sitting outside up under your porch with a glass of tea or whatever it is that you drink, then do that. Watch your favorite television show. You could binge watch something if you want. Make sure it's something positive, not anything that's negative like all those crazy reality shows. Set your office hours. If that means and that looks like if a parent emails you at 8 o'clock, but your office hours are 4 o'clock, then that email will have to wait until the next morning. Make sure you are conveying with your parents what your office hours are. Make sure you let them know that if they try and reach you after a certain time, that you probably will not be getting back with them until the next morning. Let them know you don't check your office out, you don't check your school email, until 8 o'clock the next morning, and you check it before you get off at 3:30 or whatever that looks like for you. Maybe get a book and read something for different areas of your life. Maybe some self-improvement, maybe some spiritual, maybe something just for fun. So get a book, get several books and read. If you are having anxiety, that book will calm your anxiety. I mentioned earlier exercising. You make sure that you exercise to take care of yourself. You're eating a little bit more healthier. If you like doing hikes, then go on a hike. If you like taking long walks, take a long walk. If you like cooking and cleaning, then cook and clean. I did mention listening to your music. Start your day with maybe some inspirational music. Maybe at the end of the day, it could be some smooth jazz or whatever it is that your country, western, whatever your favorite genre of music is. Spend as much time with your family. Remember that God is first, family is second, and then your career. So spend as much time as you possibly can with your family, doing some things that you enjoy. But make sure you're doing it where you all can continue to practice social distancing, wearing your mask, and just make sure you're staying safe. I'm sitting on my floor here, so I got to stretch out because anyway, the next thing is maybe there's some kind of arts and craft that you like to do. Sewing, crocheting, knitting, making things with your Cricuts. So do those things. Maybe order a canvas where you can, get the canvas and they'll send you to paint and paint those pictures. If you don't know of anyone let me know, and I can put you in touch with someone that I know that will create the canvas and send you the paint colors that goes with it, you know, if you want to paint. Make sure you're eating some healthy snack. Don't get a lot of things that are going to add weight to you, because the last thing you want to do is come out of COVID-19 with 19 or 20 pounds added to you. I know I don't. And just give yourself some grace. I'm sure you're doing some things right. It won't always look like it looks now. School won't always be, if you're going face to face, you won't always have to wear your shields and your mask. We'll get back to some kind of normal. It may not look like what it used to look like. If you're doing e-learning, online learning, you're not going to always have to do that. So give yourself some grace and just know that things won't always be as they are right now. The last and final tip I have for you is to get organized. Be organized. Keep a list of things to do. Jot your list of things to do. Yeah, I'm harping on that list of things to do. I think I harp on that list of things to do by all of my videos, but I just think it is just that important to have a functioning list of things to do. So write your things down as you do them. Scratch them out or check it off. Add something else to it. After a while, you'll have to get another sheet of paper and start that list of things to do over, because you'll have so many scratches on it and check marks until you won't be able to understand it. Have a designated workspace in your home if you're working from home. Find a little corner where you could put a table or a desk, put your things on it, and have a little basket or a crate or something that you can put your things back in at the end of the day, so you can keep it nice and neat and organized. Don't have it spread out all across the top table where you're looking at, you know, pile here from school, a pile here from school, a pile there for school all day long. So have a designated work area for your classroom and classroom materials and supplies if you're working from home. Of course, you already know if you're face-to-face with your students in your classroom, you already have designated work space there. But just keep it organized. Keep up with due dates. Have a calendar or a planner that you can keep up with when things are due. So as long as you know you have to do something and you have a due date for it, go ahead and jot it down on your calendar so you'll know when it is due, so you can do it as quickly as you possibly can. Now, one thing I will say about that is any task I have, I like to do those most difficult tasks first and get them out of the way, because I'm just going to think about it all the time that I have to do this dreaded task and I don't want to do it. So do those things first, and then do the easier things or the things that you enjoy doing after you've hit those ones that you really just dread doing. Create a routine for yourself. Kind of write out what you want to do at certain times, and you know, do those things, and before you know it, you will have established a routine. And those are the things the 5 things that I have for you as to how we are going to get through this time of pandemic. If you're working, if your school district is opening back up, then you know you have to have your own little PPE. But you know, we can get through this, guys. Just know we can get through this. Know that God is in control, and you know, his will be done, and we have to accept whatever that will is. Now, I told you to stay to the end because I was going to share some prayers with you. I'll leave the name of these 3 little quick prayers down below, and you can go to Google and search for them. And if you can't find them, then just email me and let me know, and I'll reach out to you and email them to you. But the first prayer is a Serenity Prayer, and I'm sure you've heard it before. So it goes like this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as the pathway to peace. Taking, as he did, this sinful world, as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next. So that is the Serenity Prayer. And the other two prayers I have for you. One is called Prayer for Clarity of Mind. Prayer for Clarity of Mind. And this time we need a clarity, don't we? So it says, Dear God, be in my thoughts like a torch shining in the dark. Be in my heart like a drumbeat keeping time. Be in my body like an intricate dance. Be in my soul like a cascading waterfall. Be in my speech like a poet spin lyrics. Be in my spirit like a strong wind of change. Sweep up all that I am, bring light to my being, and take me as an instrument for you. Amen. And the final prayer I have is titled Prayer for Wisdom and Knowledge. Prayer for Wisdom and Knowledge. And it goes like this. Lord of heaven and earth, I pray that as I search for knowledge and study, that I would discover divine treasure. May I be able to shift through all I read to find the germ of your wisdom, of your kingdom, Lord, I long not for wisdom that leads to power or fortune, but the wisdom that leads to faith and love. Guide my pathway as I thirst for your truths. May I drink from your word and pour out this heavenly water on others. Your water of life, faith, hope, truth, and love into the hearts and lives of all I meet. Amen. So guys, as I was thinking about this, I was thinking, maybe sometimes, you don't pray as often because you're not used to it, or you just don't know how to pray or what to say or whatever. But God knows your heart. So first and foremost, just know that he knows your heart. And sometimes, just a simple prayer is, Lord help or Lord have mercy is good enough. But one thing that I do is there is a little, I guess a little chart that you could print, but what it is, it's an acronym for the word prayer, and I'm going to share what each letter in that word prayer, P-R-A-Y, means to you. And maybe you can jot down, maybe you could start off by writing down your prayers. But it says how to pray, and the P in pray stands for praise. So when you start your prayer, give God praise for, being God and for what he has done. The R means to repent. You're going to repent of your sins and ask God to forgive you for sins committed and omitted. The A stands for ask. You're going to ask him to fulfill your needs that you may have, even some of those wants. And the Y means yield. Yield to God's will. Pray and ask the Lord to have his will be done and for you to accept whatever it is that will is. So guys, I hope this video has helped you in some way to help you to get back to what our new normal may be. I hope it will help to calm your fears and your anxiety. And I hope something that I said resonates with you. So if nothing else, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. Infinity hugs and kisses.